What's up? What's up? The Gypsy Breakcasting over here. So, reality is with jobs nowadays, it's like so political. You know, if you don't know someone and you ain't busting your ass, and somebody can't say, "Oh, I vouch for that dude," you're gonna get canned. Let me turn the camera around real quick. So check it. So I was working at Tyson, and I was working in 3 stations. I was working in special projects. I was also working in boxes, and I was also working on line 1. Now, supervisor had me upstairs part of the day, then downstairs part of the day. But then his supervisor is like, "Oh, have him upstairs all day. He's fast with the boxes. He's faster, not using the machine. He's straight building them." And so there was another dude that was, he came from a temp service with me and come to work drunk, making, rumors about employees at Tyson. And everybody, it's no secret that I was in a really bad car accident in 2017 that almost cost my life. And I still would deal with the pain. I still deal with spasms. And I worked there for 2 weeks. 2 weeks straight. I was dealing with the pain. I had my Tylenol. I had my ibuprofen. I had pain patches I was using every day. And, my leg was acting up. It was Friday, it was, a long fucking week from Monday to Friday, straight. And, supervisor, he had asked me, he's like, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I just got a spasm, man. It bothers me sometimes, It happens to everybody. Spasms can happen in your arm, you can get a Charlie horse or something." So, with jobs nowadays, it's so political, man. I look at it like it's political. If you ain't really got something to offer that company, don't be shocked if they let you go. I moved up, I was there for 2 weeks, and the main supervisor, the main person that hires people, was like, "Hey, I'm really considering hiring you full time," and calling the temp you came from and telling them, "Hey, we hired you on. Keep up the good work. You're fast, reliable, dependable." And but the supervisor on the production floor did not like me because I had ways of doing work. He wanted me to do it his way, which was the harder way. And I believe that you got to work smart, not hard. And I told him, I said, I'm not going to go with your way when I found my own way. Now, with anything with factory, anything with warehouse, working a machine, if you're a machinist or you're a production line person, you find your own fucking pattern. You find your own what makes you feel comfortable, and you stay persistent with that way of what you're doing. He didn't like that. So he's like, the first day, he's like, "Oh, go to lunch." I'm like, "I just took my lunch." He said, "Go for another lunch." I said, "Oh, hell no. I am not about to clock out again and do another 30-minute lunch because you want me to." So he's like, "Alright, well, how's your hip?" I said, "I get spasms. It's part of life. I'm getting old. I was in a bad car wreck. I could not walk on my fucking leg for almost 2 years." So he's like, "Alright, well, go talk to the main supervisor about your leg and whatnot." So I'm like, "Alright." whatever. I headed down there, and he called the main supervisor on the radio and said that I was limping really bad, holding my leg and crying. That is not the truth. The truth was my leg was spazzing, and I would bend my leg back and forth to relieve the spasm. Sure enough, story is they let me go from Tyson because they said I was limping compulsively to a point where I was slowing the line up, which was not true. I was upstairs in boxes doing everything I had to. I was to a point where I was working 3 lines. Start this machine, start that machine, start that machine. Get the boxes ready, folding them, putting them on the other boxes, shooting them out the chute. Go with the next line, doing the same thing. And he looked at me like, holy shit, you're quick. Like, I've never seen a temp this quick. But I look at it as I open myself to learning new things when it comes to working. I've learned new things with the Tyson. I've learned everything about Tyson in 2 weeks that people would take 5-6 years to do. Now, the whole 2 weeks I worked at Tyson, hold on a sec. The whole 2 weeks I worked at Tyson, y'all. There's things I've seen that do a red flag for me. The red flags is a lot of disrespect, a lot of racial tension, a lot of unnecessary sexual comments to, like, the supervisors, the male supervisors saying to the, whether they're black, Latino, or Marshall Islanders. But that's okay for a supervisor. What they say is, as long as people don't catch you, it's okay. So I am glad that I worked at Tyson, and I've learned a lot of things that I can put on my resume, like, hey, I worked, production, whether it's folding, boxing, labeling, everything, shipping and receiving. I've done it all in 2 weeks. And that's just going to go on my resume for skills and trades I've learned. I already knew pallet jack and stuff like that. That's something I already knew. I worked at Atwood's, so I knew about pallet jacks and shit. But yeah, not many people make it at Tyson unless you're favored, unless you're busting your ass and working your ass past 4 o'clock. Or you got something to offer the supervisors, the shift leads. That's my experience with it. I'm glad that chapter of my life is over. I got to experience it. I realized that for long-term employment at Tyson is bullshit. They're going to have you do unnecessary shit. So that's it. I'm glad it's over with. I can move on with my life. I'll put Tyson as a skill trade that I have on my resume. I've done Atwoods, I've done Tyson. 2 good companies, but there's more work out here in our town of Eden, Oklahoma. People, a lot of people, oh, there's no work. There's work. You just gotta find it. You gotta know the right people. So until next time, y'all, peace.